Hi everyone, this is part one of a two-part video where I'm covering things that are one-item uses. They're things that are meant to only be used for one item, one time. Well, not one time, but repeated times, but just the one item, just the one thing. And that's what I'm covering here. This is Mr. E Reviews Stuff. And I am covering a variety of different things, four things actually, but first one we'll start off with is this little thing. This is meant to be a strawberry, well, basically I'll just show you. You take a strawberry, and you have this green stuff here, and you want to get rid of that. And it used to be that people would just cut that off, and then they'd eat the rest, and they'd still have this little stem in there. But that's all right, it's edible. And somebody came up with the idea that, hey, how about if we create something that takes that whole thing out and the stem inside as well. And that's what this thing does. See, I've removed the stem, I've removed the green thing, the leaf, and I've got a strawberry left. Yay! I've got, and that's basically all it does. I've tried to think of other uses for this thing, and I might have come up with something, and I'll have that in part two of this video. This is part one. But that's basically it. It's a strawberry destemmer. I've tried to find other things that are like strawberries online. Google the artificial intelligence is really, really stupid. It just gives me other raspberry type foods. And it's like, well, no, I'm looking for something that has. Anyway, I won't bore you with what I was searching for. So that's the first item. Second item is this fun little thing here. This is a banana slicer, and I guess I didn't prepare myself yet for this, so I will go ahead and open up a banana here. This is the correct way, or this is the way monkeys open up their bananas. They don't have opposable thumbs, so they can't rip this part off. They open it from the bottom, or what you would call the bottom. And then you open this up. This is how it came to me, boxed this way. Just this item inside this box. That's it. Now, yes, I have actually washed this and put it back in the box just for the effect of showing you how it comes. But then you stick the banana in one end and you slice them. And you keep doing that until you've sliced the entire banana. And that's all this thing does. It slices a banana, and it slices it all into nice little slices, even slices, I guess. And that's all it does. Well, I tried to think of things that would fit in here that I could slice instead of a banana. First thing, of course, that came to mind was the strawberry. But the strawberry doesn't fit in here. At least not the big ones. So I thought, well, how about the smaller ones? Yeah, the smaller ones can fit in here. And the smaller ones, with a little bit of work, a little bit of pressure, will slice. And again, there'll be these nice little slices. Now I don't know if you heard how much I exerted force to get this thing to go slice through that thing. That's why you might think, oh, you could put a cucumber in here or a pickle. Well, those things have fairly tough skin on them, and you're really gonna have to press this thing through to get those things to work. Strawberry is the only thing I could think of so far that this will work on. If I think of something else, I'll put this in part 2 of this video as well and cover that there. So that's that one. Then there's this little thing here that I got from Amazon. I got from the Floral Apron is the name of the influencer that used this item. And I've pulled it out once and looked at it. I haven't really done anything with it because I know exactly what it does. And now I can't get it out, so I'm just going to rip this box apart to get it out of here, because the box doesn't mean anything because it's just holding this little thing in here. And this is it. And you're like, well, what the heck is that? Well, here's what it is. You grab your pan, and see this little sliver here. You slide that right over the pan, like that. And then you would put utensils, like in this case, I'll have to find it. I'll be reviewing it in another video. A thermometer, and slide the thermometer into one of these grooves, and it holds it in place so that you don't have to keep holding the thermometer there and see if whatever you're cooking or whatever has reached temperature yet or not. It just keeps it there. This is, again, a one item use. I have not figured out any other item that you could use this for yet, at least not food-wise. There might be something that I haven't considered, industrial or something, but just a stupid little thing. And that's my review on that thing. And last but not least, several years ago, I bought these things. It was something that I came across where people said, well, cans of soda should be like bottled water, or bottles of soda. You should be able to stick something on there that you can then open and close and keep the can from spilling your soda. And so somebody came up with these little ideas, and they thought, well, see, just snap it on here. Maybe if the can is, I think the cans maybe have changed since there it is. Now it's snapped on there, and now if I could, if it were open, I could drink from this, open this up, drink from this, and then close this. And if the can spilled, the liquid supposedly wouldn't come out of here. Well, unless you're stupid, you're going to realize that a can is not going to spill very easily. It doesn't tip over easily like a bottle might. See, I mean, a bottle tips fairly easily. A can doesn't tip. So it was just like a stupid thing that I bought. It's a one item thing. I don't know that it does anything else. I got it off of Amazon years ago. I can't even imagine how many years it's been. It's maybe been 8 to 10 years ago that I bought these. I don't know. I assume that they're still available. I don't have a link for them. I just thought, hey, I'm looking at these other things, and the problem is now I've put it on here and it doesn't come off now. So it's permanently on this can. Well, if I had opened the can and had the soda come out, then I could crush the can and the thing would come off fairly easily, but I didn't do that. So, well, because if you've seen other videos where I talk about Coca-Cola Spiced, you'll know that I don't have very many of these left because they don't make them anymore, and I'm not about to open that can just for this video. Anyway, that's the end of part 1. Hope you enjoyed it. If you stick around, part 2 will be starting soon. Well, in a couple of seconds. If you decide to leave now, give me a thumbs up, and Have a great day. Hello everyone, this is Mr. E Review Stuff doing a follow-up video, short video on this item here. I reviewed this earlier with some other items, and I had some thoughts while I was looking at this as I worked on some strawberries. And I thought, well, what else could I use this on? I came up with some thoughts as I was doing that. I didn't mention them in the video because I wasn't sure if I was going to actually do it. Well, I went ahead and did some purchases just for the purpose of checking this out. And we will get to that here in a second. Just do a little adjustment here. This video was a little high for what I was thinking. All right, here's my first idea, a Roma tomato. I'm just gonna go ahead and shove this in here on the end, do a little twist, pull it out. Sure enough, look at that. Pulled out the end of the tomato. Why would you do this? I have no idea. But if the end of the tomato is bothersome, or this is a little piece that you don't want to use for some reason, you can pull that out with this item here. Same thing with another tomato here. I don't know if this is a beef eater or just what kind of tomato this is. Regular tomato, regular slicing tomato. Again, stick it in here, do a twist, and okay, try it again, I guess, maybe, because I didn't actually get it to come out. There we go. It's been, the stem has been removed. The portion of the tomato has been destemmed, as it were. So again, part of a tomato that you can destem other things other than strawberries with this thing. Why you would want to is anybody's guess. So what other things are there that have stems that might be able to do? The only other thing I could think of was peppers. So I got this green pepper. This portion here, again, stick it in here, shove it in there, because it's not quite, I don't know if this is ripe or not, I don't know. I just grabbed this off the shelf, pulled out that portion of it, and I guess that's what this thing looks like, right? Was that how it's supposed to look? I don't know. But there you go. It smells fine. But are you supposed to take this stem off? Can you eat that stem? I don't know. But there you go. It's been destemmed of that portion of a green pepper, or any pepper will do. I didn't grab a red or orange pepper or yellow pepper because they're all basically the same except for how they taste. They all look the same. And now I've ripped this in half, so but there. That's what it looked like beforehand, or afterhand rather. Destemming, or pulling out that stem. Ripping the stem out. I could probably do that with a jalapeno pepper or even a tomatillo. I don't know if you do those things with those things or not. But so there you go. The thing that I thought was only for tomatoes can be used on anything with a stem that is soft enough to reach in, twist this, and yank the stem out. there you go. There's my follow-up on this fun-filled little thing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs up and a comment down below. Giving a thumbs down is just mean. It's something that only affects your analytics. Maybe it doesn't really affect the video, but whatever. If you don't like it, like I said, give me a comment below why you don't like it. If you do like it, well, you can give me a thumbs up. You can also give me a comment if you want to. That'd be nice. Subscribe if you like. I'm not going to ask you for any money ever. And there you go. Thank you.